For the first time in 47 days, this house is starting to tame itself just a little bit. There's a lot of planning and strategy still happening, but with a lot less flip-flopping overall. We still have a lot to talk about today, including what may happen with this upcoming double eviction. But first, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button below just so you can stay tuned, as I will be doing these recaps all season long. Also, make sure you check out my last video too, just so you're all caught up. Now, let's get into it. So when we last left off, Cory and America were on the block together, but neither one of them were the targets. The real plan was to backdoor Cameron, who's the real target, and he definitely knows it. Pretty much the entire house was in on it too. They just really needed him to not win the veto competition. So when Cameron was inevitably picked to play in the veto, people started to freak out just a little bit. The main one to freak out was Cirie. She knows that her and Jared are big targets in the house after last week's blow up. She seems to think that separating herself from Jared could help his game, so she's gonna do the unthinkable. In the event that Cameron does win the veto, she wants to volunteer herself to go up on the block.
But let's just say Cameron wins and takes America down.
Should I go?
No, I was gonna say put me up. Put me up. Let me go, because everybody's associating you with me. It would be the best thing for your game. It would repair you and Cameron. It would shut Cory and them up. It would just put you in a great, better spot.
This is definitely the worst idea we've heard all season, right?
For your game, if that was to happen, I'm telling you, because ain't nobody expecting it, it would clear you from all the drama that they trying to connect you to me with. Because if you don't and Cameron wins next week, you could be in trouble.
Cirie knows she could easily go home here, and she's totally fine with it. But honestly, Jared is not that strong of a player to be able to win by himself, hence why they're both at the bottom of the house right now. Losing the only person he can trust in that entire house is not going to help him whatsoever. And on top of all that, Cirie would be leaving before a jury, so she wouldn't even be able to vouch for him or give him a jury vote or anything. Cirie obviously is not thinking like a player here. She's thinking like a mother who is willing to do anything, including sacrifice herself to let her son succeed, which is endearing and all that, but honestly, she's just setting them both up to lose. Jared is not down with this plan, and he's not even going to consider following through with this at all, and thankfully he doesn't have to, because when the feeds come back after the veto, we see that Jag has won. And literally everyone in the house is rejoicing and celebrating except for Cameron, because the backdoor plan is still on. There is no doubt that Jag is going to use the veto on somebody. He just needs to figure out who. Cory and America don't want to campaign against each other, so they're trying to be civil and talk it out. But the general consensus is that it's safer for America to stay on the block, since Cory was going to be the backup target anyway. Of course, they both want to be off, but they're at least trying to be lighthearted about it and pretend like it doesn't matter.
So in that term, okay.
She wouldn't say God's plan.
So who do you like better? Let's just say it how it is. Who do you like better? And then just take that person off, because I get it. Like Cam is going home, or like we want to say that he's going home.
Damn, you really put it all on me. Who do you like better?
Who do you like better?
That's fucked, bro. This attitude.
Who's hotter? Who's hotter?
Over time, it's agreed that Cory should be the one to be removed, especially since Cory picked Jag to play in the competition anyway.
If you guys don't decide, I'm gonna use it on you because of Houseguest choice.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, like, we've had this discussion already. Where basically we're gonna say we're gonna come to you and be like, Jag, no matter what, after this week, we want to move forward with obviously you and Matt.
Despite knowing that he's the target, Cameron is still going to try to pitch himself. He's mainly pitching that he really only wants to make it to the jury. He's going to try offering safety to Blue, which doesn't work.
If I don't touch that block this week, the two of you are completely and utterly safe. And that is from the bottom of my heart. I will swear on anything I can possibly you ask me to swear on, except Stevie, because that's a line I'm not crossing. And when I make a deal, that's exactly what I intend to do.
He's also going to try throwing Cory and America under the bus to Cirie.
And I will say it again. If one of them stays in this house, you thought I was diabolical. That dude's going to run rampant in this house.
Cameron's trying a bit of everything. He's pitching to individuals. He's pitching to whole alliances.
I ain't got nothing else going on. I don't got no relationships. I'm sitting on an island. I got nobody. I am here I'm a hired gun.
Mercenary.
Do whatever you want me to do.
So far, he's made absolutely no progress, but E for effort, I guess. I really think the main reason why Cameron really isn't liked or trusted is because he burned Reilly so bad during week 1. He first got really close to her, then ratted her out, ruined her alliance, and then tried to coddle her afterwards. And they showed absolutely none of it on the TV show, so now all the casuals are super confused as to why no one likes Cameron. I mean, they completely botched his villain origin story. But I did do a video on it if you want to check that out and get the full picture. So with Cameron likely leaving this week, let's talk about the house dynamics, especially as we look forward to this double eviction. Cory and America are still very solid despite being on the block together. They're making endgame plans, including who to target down the line.
Next week, the people we need not to win, assuming we're both here, which we will be, are Cirie and Felicia.
Yeah.
I feel okay about those odds.
Yeah. Can we do Felicia Cirie?
I would do Felicia Cirie.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
It's looking like they want Cirie and Felicia nominated, but their real plan is to backdoor Jared. Meanwhile, Cirie still has Matt locked in just a little bit. Cirie did such a good job building this bond with Matt during the first few weeks. Ever since the blow up, it has gotten a lot weaker, but it's still there. So Matt is going to go to Cirie and give her a heads up about Cory and America.
But Felicia, or you, or me probably, they won't tell me that. To him. If they do. Because I know they're getting close to, and so I don't want to put them up.
Right.
We'll have to see if Cirie is able to shift the targets with this information, but for now, she's still continuing on nurturing that relationship with Matt.
Same. I'm not worried about you at all.
Yeah, you don't have to, yeah.
I trust you 1,000%. It's the others.
And another thing is, like, no matter what, I would never bet you with a pawn ever.
I don't know.
No, fuck no.
In the meantime, Felicia and Mimi are continuing to nurture their relationship as well. They locked in a final 2 a couple days ago, and they've been pretty tight since then. They've been talking a lot of game, talking about the house dynamics and who's really running things.
I told you all along I have felt like Cirie is the mastermind behind. She's playing everybody, and I've listened to her in conversations where I've seen her twist information, where I've heard it, and then when she retells it, she reshapes it. If she's doing that with regards to that person, she's probably doing that with regards to me.
I am very interested to see what these two ladies might do if they got a little bit of power in the game. They now know that Cirie and Jared don't really have their back, but they also know that the other side of the house is full of snakes too. Despite everything going on, overall, the house is looking pretty tame for the first time this season. Everyone is on the same page about the target, but everyone is also too scared to flip-flop because everything just gets ratted out these days. Cameron does still seem locked in to leave, but there are still so many possibilities with this double eviction coming up. So of course, I want to know, what do you all think of these plans for the week, and how do you see this double eviction playing out? Let me know in the comments below. It is looking more and more likely that one of the Fields could be leaving in this upcoming double, but again, in this house, anything is possible. Once again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below so you can stay tuned as we kick off the second half of this season. Of course, I'll be back to update y'all if anything else big happens, but until next time, bye.